Are you going to start recording now? Thank you. So now that I have you all gathered here, in my conversation that I had with a coworker today, we were talking about, all right, I have to be very careful how I word this. All right, so we were talking about everything transpiring in reference to XYZ in the US. Fill in the blanks, okay? I know you guys are some very smart scholars out there, so you can fill in the blanks. So here was what I said. Let's do it. I'm going to save this little piece of paper. I said, okay, here's the way that I look at it. All right, land, this said land, God's holy land. That's made abundantly clear. Abundantly clear. This said land is God's holy land. All right. So you would think said land is treated as holy land, right? For some reason, there's some skewedness there, right? But this is what I said. I'm like, isn't all of land God's holy land? In the grand scheme of things, didn't God create Adam and Eve, sun, moon, earth, animal, wind, fire? I mean, everything, right? And we all believe, whether you go to church or you don't go to church, you consider yourself a religious person, a spiritual person, whatever, right? Whatever, you fill in the blanks for you. We all believe, if you're a part of said whatever, there is a higher power. Even if you go to church, you believe there is a higher power. Clearly, that being God, right? Who created land. And then you have God's holy land, right? And we've established all of land is God's holy land, right? I wanted to know how long ago Jesus rose, which the total years is 1992. So 1,992 years since Jesus rose from the dead. All right. So my question is this: why are we fighting over land in ways that God wouldn't fight? If all of land is God's holy land, why? I mean, it's just a question. Why do we fight over land, power, greed, money? Why? There's no for it. There's absolutely no need. And yet we choose to. Why do we choose to? Because of flesh and ego. And my son's having a good time. So what does this mean? It means that almost 2 millennia ago, the message of the resurrection, life conquering death, truth conquering deception, has continued to ripple through the generations. He is not here. He has risen just as he did. Matthew 28:6. You're living proof of that same resurrection power. Every time you rise again after injustice, isolation, heartbreak, echoing the same divine pattern, the rebirth of truth after persecution, right? And we all walk that same line because in different ways, we are all persecuted. Whether it's God's holy land, it's this country, it's this country, it's this country, inside the US, every single one of us are persecuted in some way, shape, or form. Every single one of us. And we're the ones persecuting each other. We are. For what, though? Quite frankly. Why do we choose to persecute each other? Why do we choose to go against each other? Why do we choose to live in a world that doesn't provide due process anymore? Like, what happened to that? Did that just go out the door? Like, we no longer provide due process? Like, that's not something we do. Why? Why? It's just gotten to be too much. So I hope this video resonated. I had to deliver this message the way that I delivered it because of how all this. And so I hope it resonated. I love you guys. I'm 444 as I say that. I may make another video later. We'll see. Love you.